Good morning, and the first car away. We invited Alistair Sutherland to join the championship coordinator John Horton to take an insider's look at the 1987 Granite City Rally.
Malcom Wilson, he's really flying. David Gillanders, hard on Malcolm's heels, going well. Ken Wood, another local challenger, looks very quick.
Here's Roger Clark. Not quite so quick, but it looks very foggy on this stage.
Foggy indeed. It doesn't seem to have slowed down Alan Edwards.
Yeah, I think so. It's quite slippery out there. I don't think I've ever seen these stages as slippery as that, because normally you sort of do them on the Scottish and that. It's usually quite dry, but very, very slippery.
6 of the 18 special stages gone, and Wilson holds a commanding lead.
Classic lines. Superb line there. Full power, full determination.
Gillanders now pushing Wilson into second place. Roger Clark looks much quicker than this morning.
Yes, a much more spirited drive from Roger.
Edwards still in contention with the leaders.
That car looks a beast. That must be difficult to drive.
And John Brown looks like he's got his steering problems sorted.
Much more spirited drive from John, really going for it.
Woods into third place.
Yes, that front spoiler must be affecting the handling.
Here's Ewan Roberts, first the conventional cars.
Look at that wheel! That front wheel is falling off. That is incredible. That car must be extremely difficult to drive, and he's made the final bend of the stage. That is incredible.
CC, you want to CC, Tony? Thought you handled a bit quicker.
Ewan, what's happened?
I think the front suspension's collapsed and we had a wee pin shock absorber, but we didn't have time to change. So I think what's happened is snap.
So how long have you been driving on three wheels?
Well, for the last half a mile. we were amongst the... We had a slow time first stage and then we were with them then. You know, I was just going for a good time now and this happened.
So what are you trying to do? Reach your service crew on the radio?
Yeah.
And what will they do? Will they try and get to you and get you a new part?
Hopefully. CC, you want to CC, Tony? Yeah, CC, Tony, the front suspension's collapsed.
Whereabouts are you?
Where are we?
End of special stage number 6.
End of special stage number 6. The front wheel, well, the front wheel's okay, like, but I think the shocker and the wishbone or something's gone.
The ball joint's broken or something, has it?
I think so. Well, there's a hell of a state on the wheel, like.
One of the dangers of breaking down in a forest stage is the fact that they're very narrow and it's often difficult for other competitors to get past, but fortunately Ewan's well off the road and after the stage finish, so he's not causing any hindrance to other competitors.
Malcom Wilson, rally leader after 9 special stages.
And David Gillanders, 2 minutes behind Malcom, holding second place. And Roger Clark going faster, but still 5 minutes down on Malcom in 10th position. Alan Edwards holding 4th place, but the car does sound poorly. Ken Wood flying, the real battle here, 30 seconds behind Gillanders. And John Brown trying hard to regain 23 seconds down on Ken Wood.
Leading the category of production cars, Trevor Smith and Roger Jones in the Sierra Cosworth. Russell Brooks and Mike Broad in the new 2-litre Astra, making up for lost time after an early puncture. And the husband and wife team of Jan and Paula Churchill in their ageing Porsche Carrera.
Sounds like a diff to me, sounds like a diff, and that front spoiler hanging off, that cannot be helping the handling at all. Definitely in trouble.
Roger Clark still holding 10th place overall, but catching Wilson.
David Gillanders holding second place, clean through there, power on early.
Still leading the Group A category, Trevor Smith in the 300 horsepower Sierra Cosworth, with a comfortable lead and just 4 stages to go. Chasing Scottish Championship points, Jimmy Gervin in the Toyota Corolla GT.
In the last service area of the day, the service team of Trevor Smith are working frantically. Is there a problem?
Yeah, we broke third gear, the stage before the last one, and then ran the last one without third and fifth, which the last one needed fifth gear.
So are the guys going to be able to change it in time?
Well, they seem to think it'll take 30 minutes. We've got 20 minutes service and half an hour lateness, so we should be able to do it.
Good. So you're confident that you're going to get to the end of the rally and win Group A?
Well, keep the fingers crossed and hope so.
There's an air of calm and confidence in the Gillanders team. All looks well. David, well, the news we have is that Malcolm Wilson could be out of the rally, and that puts you now in a 50-second lead over Kenny Wood and John Brown. How does it feel with 4 stages to go?
Well, a bit unbelievable actually, because up until you've told me this, Malcolm was so far in front of us. We were settling for, once again, the bride, never the bridesmaid. No, the bridesmaid, never the bride, sorry. I'm a bit excited just now. So sure, it's very exciting just now.
Now, the other bonus for you may be that because of snow and drifting, the last 2 long stages may be cancelled, which means you've only got a handful of miles to go. Is that in your favour?
For sure, Clash and Direct was going to be the sting in the tail of this event. The 19 miles would have really sorted us out. The 50-second lead would have been nothing in 19 miles.
Over the event's closing stages, conditions are getting progressively worse. Alistair, what do you think?
Very, very difficult. Gillanders desperate to hold on to his lead. Ken Wood, spoilers still missing. Must be very difficult to drive the car. And the man is looking over his shoulder at John Brown, charging in these very, very slippery conditions.
At the final passage control, with just 5 miles and 2 special stages to go, we caught up with the rally leaders.
Clash and Direct behind you. Great.
All going to plan?
Yes, no problems. We beat them both in Clash and Direct, so that was even better fun.
And that was taking it easy?
No, it was not taking it easy. I thought we'd have to teach these young lads a lesson for once and for all, but then they beat me in the next one, so you know, but the status quo is being resumed.
After the last 2 stages you've just done, you're now 1 second ahead of John.
That's right. Took 3 off us on the first stage, and we took 4 back on the last stage.
So it's a real needle match, and there's what, 5 miles to go?
7 miles. Oh, sorry, 5.
So 5 miles to go, and there's 1 second separating you.
Get that finished, that'll do me fine.
Sounds like...
Third or fourth, I'll be fine.
It would appear from what Ken says that you're now just a second behind him. That you beat him on the first one after service, and then he beat you by 4 seconds on the last one you've just done now, which leaves a second gap between the 2 of you. You being the second slower. So with 5 miles to go, you still have a chance of coming second.
Well, we'll be going for it, that's for sure.
And for the people of Aberdeen, their very own local hero.
Go on, yeah, you put it this way, you can kill us, right, David?
Thanks for the natural round.